with Goldberg Triple H stuff, I do remember that. I think what happened is Triple H made some comments about Goldberg. Maybe it was on a radio show. And just buried the guy. Absolutely buried him for no reason at all. They didn't work in the same company. I don't even think they ever even met each other before. And Triple H called him like a flash in the pan and a prima donna, and when he doesn't get his way, he suddenly disappears with an injury and stuff like that. And when Goldberg found out about it, he was livid. Just absolutely livid. And so they happened to be, I don't think it was an autograph signing. It was like a licensing convention in New York. WWE had a booth, and WCW had a booth on the other side. And Triple H was signing at the WWE booth. It may have been Triple H and Stephanie. And Goldberg was there representing WCW. Well, when Goldberg found out that Triple H was there, he walked over to the WWE booth. I don't think he ever got like up in Triple H's face. He got within earshot of him, but he never got within enough, distance to put his hands around his neck or anything like that. And he just started cursing Triple H out in front of everybody, and then he walked away. And that's really all that it was. It made Goldberg look pretty bad. But really, I don't know why Triple H would have said the things he said in the first place, especially if he never even met the dude. And so it all makes sense why Goldberg never liked Triple H from the get-go, even after they worked together in WWE. If you listen to Goldberg now talk about his run there, he openly talks about the fact that he and Triple H did not get along. He doesn't like him. He didn't like him then. He doesn't like him now, which I'm sure makes things even more awkward when they have a conversation like they did many months ago. Goldberg said, they talked about him maybe coming back for a match at WrestleMania, and he gave him a price. They didn't want to meet that price, but the person that he talked to was Triple H. So, again, probably a very awkward conversation, I would think. But yeah, the heat there probably stems from the comments that Triple H made about the guy back in 2000. But then again, Triple H also did interviews back during the Attitude Era where he buried Ric Flair for being too old to still be wrestling. But they were in a war with WCW at the time, so did he really believe what he was saying, or was he just saying it because they were in a war? Because he's always idolized Flair. From the moment he came into wrestling, you look at early pictures like promotional photos of Triple H, and I would advise anybody who's into wrestling history and that kind of stuff to pick up George Napolitano's picture book, which is awesome. I have a copy. I interviewed him on the Sound Off once before, legendary photographer. He's got pictures in there from when Triple H first broke into the business with Killer Kowalski that George himself took. And Triple H, it's like from the hair to everything, he looked like Ric Flair. It was obvious who he was patterning himself after. Yeah, and then many years later, they became the best of friends. They did Evolution together and all that, but he did say those things about him publicly. And Triple H has a history of talking crap about people, and I've always wondered what would happen if any of those people actually did want to throw down with Triple H. How tough he might be then. If he'd hold his own in a real fight or not. I've always wondered that.